Hey everyone, good evening. Welcome to join. So good to see you. Welcome for joining tonight. We're going to get started here. Just want to make sure that you have everything that you need. So tonight we'll be doing a practice that involves a nice slow vinyasa flow, holding some of the postures long enough so you can really get a sense of how your body's feeling and dropping in a little bit, giving this time to yourself to connect, kind of letting everything roll off your shoulders so you can drop in and just be with yourself and notice the fluidity of your breath and finding your anchor in your practice tonight. Now, near the end of the practice, we'll be doing some restorative poses, a few of them to help us ground and continue to stay rooted. Also, hoping that they will help you with a good night's sleep. So if you are used to using any props, please feel free to grab those, bricks or a strap. If you don't have bricks, no worries, you can always use a book. And if you would like a pillow, you can grab one of those just to have it nearby if you'd like to rest your head, whether we're doing a forward fold and you'd like that comfort underneath your forehead, or even if you're lying down at the end of our practice in Shavasana. So as always, just want to give this time to yourself and enjoy. So we'll start by going over to the mat, and if you would, let's come into child's pose. So we'll be on our knees, drawing the hips back toward the heels, and extend the arms really long and stretch the fingers. Now, if your forehead doesn't quite get to the ground, that's fine. If you do have that brick, you can set it right underneath the center of your forehead, just to keep yourself anchored. And my name is Anne, so welcome. So if you're not already here, we're on the mat and we're coming into a child's pose. You just want to allow the floor to absorb your energy right now. Just let everything drop in, connect to the ground. I'm a little tight, so I am going to bring a brick underneath my forehead. Just looking for a little bit of extra support as the evening approaches. Feeling your big toes coming together and your knees apart. You can stretch the arms really far, spread the fingers wide, and find yourself rooted here. Take a deep breath in and allow the breath to fill the whole back of the body. So feeling it from the tailbone all the way up through the neck. Take another breath here. And then if you would, let's lift the head up, come into all fours. You want to slide the hands underneath your shoulders. You can move the brick if it's still there. And just feel the energy through the back of the body. So we're going to draw the shoulders right into the back and start to round the spine. And as you round the spine, draw your navel in toward the back of the body. Relax the head, relax your neck. As you take your breath, stay here with the inhale. Stay here with your exhale. And then inhale, cow pose. Lifting the heart, lifting the tailbone. Rounding the back, exhaling, cat. And inhaling, lifting the heart, lifting the tail. Rounding the back. And inhaling, finding the lift. 2 more times, feeling the movement through the spine, the space between the vertebrae. 1 more time. Then go ahead and just bring the spine into neutral. So the tailbone is neither tucked or lifted, and we're gonna walk the arms ahead of us. So really make use of the space on your mat. We're gonna take the knees wide, spread your fingers, and then we'll take the hips toward the right, all the way back toward the heels, toward the left, and to center. So we're making a circle with the body, and start to notice how the whole back body and the shoulders can become involved here. Kind of losing any rigidity and just feeling the body move with the breath. Getting into the hips, getting into the shoulder blades, relaxing the head. Just allowing the body to move. And when we move, we can start to release some built up tension. We can start to awaken some energy that might be blocked. The next time you're in center, go ahead and reverse the direction, taking the left hip toward the left, back to the heels, toward the right, and center. Just moving in that circle, riding the breath. Go ahead and follow through with this one more time. We'll come back to center, slide the wrists underneath the shoulders, bring some space between the feet, curl the toes, and let's lift the knees up off the ground and press back, downward dog. Feel free to bicycle the legs around, finding some space in the back of the legs, relaxing the head. Feeling anchored through the hands, the balls of the feet. We'll bend the knees, feel the tailbone lifting up and your thigh bones pressing back. Soften the heart, soften the chest. Now take the next inhale and lift the hips way up, come to your tiptoes, and then exhale, heels descend. Press your thigh bones back. Take a deep breath here. And take a look between your thumbs. We're going to round the back. Find yourself in plank pose. Check it out. Notice how your body feels here. You can always lower the knees down. Whichever version you take, resist the urge to collapse into the ground. You still want to feel the strength in the body lifting us away from the ground. Staying here for 3, 2, and 1. Soften the knees, down dog, up and back. Straighten the legs if they're not. Allow the heels to descend. Round through the back, finding plank, super strong. Staying here for 3, 2, and 1. Taking yourself up and back, heels heavy. Go ahead and shake your head out. Yes and no. There you go. And then gently roll through the spine, coming into plank. Let's lower the knees. Begin to lower down. Chaturanga, elbows and the shoulders are in alignment. Hold there. And then let the belly rest. Flatten the toes. Actually, spread the toes apart. Can you do that? Press the toenails into the ground and spread the toes apart. Then slide the hands alongside the ribs. Roll the shoulders back. Press your front hip bones down. Inhale, baby cobra. Breathe here for 3, 2, and 1. Slowly release the head down. Curl the toes. Up and back, child's pose. Hips go all the way back to the heels. This time, go ahead and bring your hands around the outer ankles. Allow your head to come toward the floor. Relaxing the shoulders. Noticing the curve of the spine here. Some weight in the tail. Some length in the neck. Space in the middle back. We'll take our arms forward, find the stretch, and then shift your weight up and forward, kneeling plank. If you would like to straighten the legs, you can certainly take your knees off of the ground. Flatten the toes. Staying here, 3, 2, and 1. Curl the toes if your knees are on the ground. Straight leg plank. Nice and strong, all the way back, downward dog, up and back. Round the spine, coming back to plank. Super strong in the core. Draw your navel up and in toward the spine. And lower down, chaturanga. Hover, no hurry here, hover. Elbows in line with those shoulders. Let the belly rest. Toes flat, cobra, lift the heart. Take a deep breath here. Feel the spin of the heart lifting up. Another breath. And exhale to carry you down. Curl the toes up and back, downward dog. Well done. Lift the hips. There you go. Soften through the knees, you guys. Look between your thumbs and step forward with the right foot and then the left foot. Anchor yourself, scooch the leg up if it gets stuck. And the other leg follows. Forward, bend. Just allowing the body to find its drape here. So if you do have bricks or blocks or books, whatever you're using for elevation, you can bring those in front of your feet right now. And if you don't have anything, that's totally fine. You bring your hands to your shins or the floor. But if you do have something, press the hands into it and then try to lengthen through the spine here. So get really long in the side body. And then with your exhale, fold, allow the elbows to bend. 2 more times. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold, drop in. Inhale, lengthen, last time. And exhale, fold, drop in. Let's go ahead and soften through the knees. Coming into chair pose, sit the hips back, and we'll bring the arms up along the ears. Try to relax the shoulders down the back as your arms extend, spread the fingers. Breathe into the full body. Let the breath be big. Breathing here, 3, 2, and 1. On your exhale, fold. Find your drape. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Now exhale, fold. Move the bricks out of the way or whatever you have. And look at your feet. Let's take your feet about mat width apart. And we're going to take the right hand and place it on the outside of your left ankle or the outside of the lower left leg. We'll take the left knuckles to the low back, keeping those hips level. Now lengthen the spine out, so like half lift, and then start to twist toward your left. So you're going to twist the body, feel it pure in the spine, and you're looking toward your left. If your hips start to get out of alignment, your hand is back there to notice that. So you can reset. Take a deep inhale. And an exhale, coming back to center, fold, both hands down. Then we'll go ahead and take the left hand to the outer right leg. Okay, so feel your support. Your right knuckles to the low back. Keep them level. Now lengthen through your spine. Keep the hips square and then turn, rotate. So we're really lifting those Bottom ribs up, spinning the chest up. Nice deep breath. And an exhale, coming back around and folding, let it go. Shake your head out. Take a look at your toes, your feet. Toe heel the feet back in so the ankles are underneath the hips. Bend the knees a lot. And really get in there, like bend the knees, sit back, and then take your hands behind your thighs, hold on. Your knees can be apart, or if you want to squeeze the knees together, the legs can come closer, what is more comfortable for you. There you go, release the hands to the floor, straighten the legs a bit, fold a little deeper, and then inhale, halfway lifting, lengthen out the spine. There you go, fold, step back, plank with ease. Very quietly. When you move, notice your transitions tonight. And bring some quiet into the transition. Knees can always come to the ground, you guys. Stay really strong here. We're going to take a side plank. So we can take that right hand underneath the face. Let's bring the right knee down if it's not already. Turn the foot out to the side, it's like it's a kickstand. Then start to turn the body to the left. And the left arm can come up. Now your left leg can be straight, or feel free to take it up in the air. Breathe in. So here, spin the heart up. Feel the lifting of the chest. Again, vibrancy through the fingers. Feel the muscles around your legs, super strong here. And then exhaling, coming back around into plank pose. So reset yourself quietly. Take that right leg back. Your knees can be on the ground or your legs straight. Holding it here. Reset yourself. Feel the energy moving through the spine. Left hand under the face, left knee to the ground. Turn your foot out like a kickstand. We're going to turn those bottom ribs up so you can grab onto them and draw them all the way up. Right arm lifts, right leg straight. Feel free to lift it as well. All right, deep breath in, let the heart open. Feel the energy move from the center chest to the shoulders all the way up through the fingers. Feeling that energy in the bottom arm as well. Another breath. And come back around, plank. Be mindful of the transition. And everyone, lower down, chaturanga. Knees can float down as well. Elbows, shoulders in alignment. Belly rest. Cobra, lift up the heart. And exhale, take it back. Down dog or child's pose. You have a choice. Listen to your body. What do you need? What do you need? That's the beauty of a home practice. When you're practicing at home, you can tune out anybody that would be around you in a group class. So tune in to what you need. Allow the breath to create your space. Another deep breath here. Go ahead, look between your thumbs. If you're in child's pose, lift up into dog briefly, and then we'll all go ahead and step forward. Right foot and the left foot. Find yourself anchored. Then lift the heart, offer, and then exhale, fold, drop in. Inhale, rise, soften the knees, and come all the way up. Draw the arms up, lift through the fingers and connect the palms. Find a bend in your back somewhere. Take another breath here. Bring the thumbs to the heart and continue to fold all the way down. Let it go. Inhale, lengthen the spine, take the breath, and exhale, step it back. Plank pose, super strong. Knees can kiss the floor if you'd like. Lower down, chaturanga, hover. Inhale, cobra or upward dog, up dog. The legs come off the ground, the toes are into the ground. 3 breaths here. So your toenails would be down. Try to spread the toes apart. Spin the heart. Breathe here. 1 more. And then lift up and back, downward dog. Find your space. Soften the knees. Get quiet in the body. You can always come into child's pose. We're here 3 deep breaths. Allow the breath to circulate your whole body, creating space. Go ahead and look between your thumbs, and then gently stepping forward, finding your bend. Inhale, lengthening out your spine, and exhale to fold. Inhale, come all the way up, rise, lift, connect the palms, root through your feet, feel the lifting of the spine. Deep breath. And we'll bring the thumbs right down into the center of the chest. Take a moment, you guys, and pause. Feel yourself grounded, rooted. Breathing in through the nose and out of the nose. And then with the next breath, let's stay here and take the arms up in the air. So we're going to reach those arms up. Go ahead and hold on to the right forearm. So you're going to hold on to your right forearm. And as you do that, you're going to take the top arm up and over. Big stretch. So try not to pull on the wrist. You're holding on to the forearm. And as you do that, keep rooting through the feet. Inhale, come all the way up. Open the arms, lift up, look up. And we'll switch sides. Go ahead and hold on to the left forearm. Take the body over. You can bend that top elbow, press it back. Feel the space in the ribs. Press into both feet. Inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, thumbs to the heart, fold. Let it go. Shake it out. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold, take it back, plank. Lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, open, cobra or up dog. And downward dog, up and back. Settle into those heels. Right leg lifts up behind you, so we're gonna get really long with that right leg. And as the right leg lifts up, bring some heaviness into your left heel. As you exhale, draw the knee into the nose and place your foot right between your thumbs. So 1, 2, or 3 steps, scooch it up if it gets stuck. Stay with your breath here. Lower the back, knee down. Inhale, take both arms up, big stretch. Stay with the breath. Connect the hands, thumbs to the heart. We're going to turn to your right, turning this into a twist. Your left elbow can hook on the outside of your right thigh. The hands are pancaked, they're stuck together. Keep it pure in the spine. Feel those bottom ribs lift up, chest shines up. Breathe. Another deep breath. And your exhale will carry you to frame your foot. Ground yourself, lift the back knee up, downward dog. Step back. Soften the knees, straighten the legs. Take a breath here. Left leg comes up behind you, hip height. Let the right heel get heavy, really heavy. Feel the back of the body, super strong, belly tone. As you exhale, left knee comes in toward the nose. Place your foot right between the thumbs. Anchor yourself. Lower the back knee down, right knee goes to the floor. Inhale, lift the arms up. 3 deep breaths here. Feel a weight in the tail, heart spins up. There you go, connect the palms. We're taking the right elbow to the outside of the left thigh. So you're just gonna hook it in there. And then spin the heart up. Resist the urge to collapse here. Use your front leg and your arm to work together. The leg presses into the arm bone into the leg bone, and then lift the heart up. Draw your navel in. Find that space to breathe. And your exhale to carry you around. Frame your front foot. Downward dog. Up and back. Soften through the knees. Well done. There you go. Let's look between the thumbs. Step forward. And fold. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, drop. Okay, you guys, from here, bend your knees, please, and take your right foot back. Spin the foot and lift the torso up, bringing your hands to your hips. Okay, so the back foot is definitely angled right now, and we're looking at the front knee, making sure that it is going in the direction of the second or third toe, possibly moving into a 90-degree angle or close to it, what works for your body. We're going to come into a pose that is a big one, Warrior One. So with Warrior One, we're going to try to close the hips as much as we can. So notice with that back foot pressed into the ground, let's take the right arm up and take your left hand to the left hip. And we're going to turn toward your front foot. Now go ahead and take your right arm down, just parallel to the floor, and press the palm inward, all right? And from here, take the right arm up. Your hand is still on your left hip, hugging it back a bit. Now let's take the left arm up. Breathe. I want you to be really active in the legs. You're looking forward. Take another breath here. Then straighten the front leg, lift the arms up higher, and then bend the front knee. Swoop the arms behind you, interlace the fingers, press the knuckles back. Deep breath, open the heart here, and an exhale, folding into the front knee. So you're gonna come toward the inside of the thigh, or in that direction. You're gonna go where it feels best. You may stay high, you may drop in a little lower. Wherever you are, draw navel in, energize the back of the body as well as the front. 3 breaths, 1, 2, and 3. Inhale, come all the way up. Take both arms up, Warrior One. Well done. Exhale, fold, frame your front foot, lift the back heel, step back, downward dog. Notice your right side and your left side. Notice if they feel different. Notice any sensation within the body. Soften those knees. Okay, right leg comes up behind you. Go ahead and swoop your foot right between your thumbs. Stay here. We're going to go ahead and take that left foot, press it down into the ground. You can bring your right arm to the right leg bone, come all the way up. All right, so check out this front leg. Want to make sure the knee is tracking the second or third toe. Feel a heaviness in your tailbone. The back foot is turned inward. You're going to take your right hand now onto the right hip. So it's as if you're hugging that right hip back. And if you need to decrease the angle of the back foot, go right ahead. If you want to make it a closer angle, an acute angle, go ahead and do that. All right, we'll go ahead and take the left arm up. You can tell I've been doing a lot of math homework. By using the term acute, take the left arm down and press the left palm in. And then go ahead and take the left arm up. We'll take the right arm up as well. So work your right shoulder back. And breathe. If you notice your toes curling up, lengthen them, ground yourself. Nice steady breath. And with your exhale, swoop your arms behind you now. Interlace your fingers, press those knuckles down, fold to the inside of the front leg. So keep the arms active. Now if your shoulders are super tight tonight, bend the elbows a little bit. You adjust as you see fit. Listen to your body. Do what's right for you. 3 breaths here. One more. Using that inhale to rise up, release the arms all the way up, find the stretch, and an exhale to fold. Frame your foot, downward dog. Bicycle those legs out, find some space. Well done. Soften back. Come on into plank, feel your space, and then lower all the way down to your belly. Beware of space between the poses, the transition. Locust, slide your arms back, fingers reach to the outer ankle, and lift the heart up. 3 deep breaths here. The feet can come up as well. Stay connected to the ground with your front hips. Feel the weight of the pelvis. Breathe, expand through the center chest. The head will come up. Don't worry about lifting the head up. Lift the chest, draw it forward. Another breath. And an exhale, bring the hands under the forehead and rest on the right side of your face. Just drop in. Notice the weight of the body as it drops. Notice how you feel when you're just lying down, being supported by the floor, the ground. Feel the earth's pull here. Feel the exhale, dropping you a little deeper. Here you go. We'll do that one more time, taking the arms back. Now this time, if you would prefer to interlace your fingers, go right ahead. So you pick your version, either arms straight or fingers interlaced. Relax the neck, drawing the shoulders away from the ears. Take the breath. And an exhale, gently lower down, turn and rest the right side of your face on the ground. Another deep breath here. All right, let's slide the hands alongside the ribs, curling the toes. We're gonna lift up and press back, child's pose. One last time. Now the toes go down to the ground. Feel free to rest your hands underneath your forehead. Relaxing the shoulders, relaxing the belly. Maybe even letting out a sigh with your exhale. Breathing into the space that you have. Allowing yourself to connect to who you are, who you truly are, your essence. Not who people want you to be or who they think you should be sometimes, but connecting to that place within you, the place, that holds all of your treasures, all of your gifts. There you go. Let's bring the hands alongside the knees, roll through the spine, come on up to kneeling. Roll the shoulders back a few times and forward, back and forward. Okay, guys, let's go ahead and move into some more of the more restorative postures that will be on the floor for us. So if you do have a pillow or a blanket or a brick, you'd like to use those, you want to grab them now. I'm going to grab one of my bricks. I'm just going to come into a seated position with the legs straight but the knees bent. All right, and you're on your sits bones, staying rooted. So no strain behind the knees, no strain hopefully in the hamstring area. We're just going to go ahead and wrap the arms behind those thighs and bring the forehead down toward the knees. So here, I want you to just breathe into the space in the back of the body and feel the hollowing out in the front body. It's as if you're drawing your navel, your belly button in toward the spine. You're rounding the back as much as you can. Just relaxing the head. If your head needs support, go ahead and bring your hands just on top of the knees lightly to rest your head. And then if you feel like you have more space to fold, start to lengthen the legs forward. And then just start to draw the center of the heart more forward toward your toes. And notice where your hands land. So the shape that your body is taking, just allow it to become a little bit more organic, not rigid. So we're just going to rest in the shape, allowing the hands to soften wherever they are. And even let the ankles soften. We don't need to flex the feet here. We can just drop in. Now if you need, again, head and neck support, put your elbows on your thighs and just rest your head in your hands. Now if you do have a pillow or a blanket, you can always place that on your lap and allow the torso to drop into that space. So this is such a personal practice. I can certainly suggest certain poses or shapes for your body, but really when we tune in and listen, the body will tell us what we need. Another deep breath here. We'll draw the navel in and roll through the spine, slowly lifting the torso, rolling the shoulders. And then let's go ahead and come down to the ground, and we're going to bring the soles of the feet together. So if you're familiar with butterfly, Baddha, we're going to connect the soles of the feet together. And as we come down, we're going to keep those feet on the ground and just allow the knees to open out to the side. Feel free to rest your hands on your belly. I like to make a diamond shape over the navel, connecting my index fingers and my thumb points together. Make a diamond right over the belly. So we're just resting in the shape, feeling the body soften. If you feel any strain through the legs or the hips, feel free to slide your bricks or books, anything you have actually, underneath those outer thighs. So your muscles don't have to work so hard here. We're just benefiting from the space and a quiet stretch. Just bringing some quiet into the mind. Allowing the breath to move in through the nose and out of the nose. And just dropping into your center, breathing into that space that holds your light. Another deep breath. You start to bring the knees up to meet one another. Slide your bricks or whatever props you have out of the way. And from here, let's just go ahead and take the right ankle and place it above the left knee for figure 4 stretch. Feel free to keep your left foot on the ground, drawing the right knee away from the right shoulder. Now, if you'd like a little bit more stretch, more sensation, take your left foot off of the floor, interlace your fingers behind the left thigh, flex your feet. So just feel the energy in the legs. There's a little resistance. You're going to be pulling the left thigh towards you, but then pressing it away. Soften into this. Relax the toes a little bit. Feel the weight in the low back around the sacrum. Feel the belly start to drop. We'll go ahead and lower the left foot to the ground and we'll take the right leg up in the air. If you have a strap, feel free to loop it around the base of your right foot, strap or a towel. Or you can certainly hold on to the back of the thigh with one hand and the calf with the other hand. We're just gently drawing this leg in toward the body. A few deep breaths here. Feel the weight in the shoulder blades. And then we'll lower this right foot to the ground. Take a breath before you move to the other side. And then we'll just take that left ankle above the right knee on the thigh. Maybe this is enough stretch for you. Drawing the left knee away from the left shoulder. Or if you'd like more, the right foot can come off of the ground. Interlace your fingers behind the right thigh. Breathe. Feel the back of the body drop a little deeper. We'll lower the right foot down and take the left leg straight up in the air. Again, finding a place for your hands to rest. Back of the leg. If you're using a strap or some other prop, looping it around the base of your foot. Take the breath. We'll go ahead and release the left foot to the floor. And then just gently, if you would, take the knees together and then allow them to float over to the right. Now, when they go over to the right, if this is uncomfortable for you, you can always slide a brick or a pillow or whatever you have in between the knees or in between those inner thighs. So if your hips are aggravated by this movement, you just insert a prop in between the knees so the knees are in alignment with the hips, just allowing some space. You take the arms out like a T, or feel free to even take them overhead and allowing the elbows to bend. So what feels good to you? Bringing awareness into this breath, breathing in through the nose and out of the nose. And with ease, we'll bring the knees up to center. Float them over onto your left side. And feel free to take the arms out like a T again, or overhead, your choice. Notice any kind of resistance or gripping sensation within the body. And as the breath comes in, breathe right into that space, allowing the area around the gripping to soften. There we go. Gently bring the knees back up. Take your brick out of the way, or whatever prop you're using. And we'll go ahead and just hug the knees into the chest. So you can roll side to side. And then we'll go ahead and bring the feet toward the floor. Now, if you do have a prop, we're going to bring it underneath the low back. So whether you have a blanket, a pillow, a bolster, a brick. The bricks, are short, medium, and tall. So you'll pick a height that works best for you. I'm going to keep it low because this is the end of our practice. Just going to slide it right underneath my sacrum so it's a supported bridge. If you don't have any props, that's totally fine. You will lift your hips up gently, not straining to lift the hips, but just gently lifting them off of the floor. And then if you don't have a prop and there's nothing underneath your low back, please lower all the way down to the floor. If you have something under your low back, go ahead and keep it there. We're going to go ahead and lift the right leg up in the air, see how that goes, and then you're going to lift the left leg up. So your back is either on the ground directly or it's on a prop, but it's the low back, it's around the sacrum area. If you're familiar with Viparita Karani, legs up a wall, we're doing that without a wall. So just getting a sense here of the weight of the feet dropping down, allowing circulation of the blood, feeling the movement through your legs, really allowing a rejuvenation to come internally to your body. And of course, if you do have access to a wall, you can certainly bring your legs to a wall. Just be here for a little bit. Just notice your breathing here. Try to bring the breath in deep to the belly. And it's almost as if your breath becomes a cushion to all of those internal organs, just allowing them to rest in that space. About 10 more seconds here. Feeling the rise and the fall of the belly. And then gently, if you would, slowly start to bend your knees. And then rest the feet on the floor. If you have a prop under your low back, lift the hips up slightly and then take the brick or whatever you have away. And then let the hips go back down to the ground. You're going to walk the feet a little bit further away from you than they are now, but keep them bent, keep the knees bent. And then just draw the knees together and the feet are apart. So the feet are on the floor and the knees come together. Feeling that weight again in the low back. Feel the shoulder blades dropping. Any heaviness in the body becomes absorbed into the earth. Deep breath. Full exhale. We'll slide the legs to the ground, coming into our Shavasana. So as always, feel free to bring your legs on top of a bolster or a blanket if the knees need support. You can take the arms out to the side so the palms are facing up. Feel the shoulders roll back. Settle into your rhythm of breath. Not trying to force anything right now. Giving yourself this gift of time. Time to connect. Time to drop in. Breathe into that space that holds your light, all of your gifts, all of your treasures. Relax the eyes and the jaw, the neck, the shoulders, and the arms. Relaxing the wrists and the fingers. Softening the muscles around the hips and the legs. Allowing the ankles and the toes to gently roll out to the side. Feel free to stay in your Shavasana for as long as you wish, relaxing into your space. Knowing you can come out of this at any time you want. If you are ready to close your practice, begin to wiggle your fingers and toes ever so lightly. Feel the ground beneath you, fully supporting your body, and breathing in. Feeling the air temperature on your skin and noticing any sounds around you. Gently roll over onto your right side if you are coming up. But stay here for a moment, bend the knees, rest your head on your arm. And then we'll start to press into the hand and into the arm and come up into a seated position. Feel your sits bones anchoring you, shoulders up and back. Bring the hands together and the thumbs in the center chest. Good moment, bow the chin. Deep breath in. Namaste, everyone. Namaste. I wish you all well, and I hope you have a good evening and good night's sleep. Thank you. Thank you so much for sharing your time in our practice. Take care. Be well.